In the Japanese traditional village, there lived a baby. At first, everybody knew her as a First Tio, which she was born in a very much not good or loving household. Guilty as a mother. The mother was the mother of First Tio. She would take the child out. Mostly of nights. She would never come home with them. Father was taken by nature or somebody else handled their responsibility. Because they didn't want to handle their own daughter, as they viewed as a burden to them. Where every single time, the baby would always come back. And the mother, not wanting to be seen as neglectful, would often have to take care of Tio, what she saw as a child that she did not want to raise. She did not want children, though she was willing to have a husband. She wasn't an Aishi, and she wasn't a Koya. That was looking after that First Tio. She was an ordinary woman, but with a hint of manipulation, and also, when carrying this, hid her real personality on the inside that nobody can even tell.
You and I do not want to raise her, and neither do I. I suggest you put her up for adoption or do something else. I cannot stand that filth in my house.
Completely how you feel, my love. It's human nature and nobody else is going to handle our responsibilities. As for if I want to be beautiful forever, a child just ruins my beauty. And you know, I would be appreciative if we did something, but wait a minute. There was someone around the village quarter that knows something about witchcraft. Maybe can make a deal with her. And, well, in return, my love, after see her again, we'll have to look after her again. We'd have to deal with her again.
We are not going to that witch. You know how the government would, you know how everybody else would feel about this. We're in trouble. I have no problem putting her up for adoption, or at least abandoning her, without anyone knowing, because a child in Japan now these days, if you abandon or abort your child, you will be seen as a disgrace. So I suggest we don't risk that. Instead, we raise her, even though I don't want to deal with her, and neither do you. We have to, because we need this child. And I'm second guessing why I married you. And why it was my mother's choice anyway.
So Koya, Sayouka is manipulative. I am not. I just want the best for you and I. And what I'm doing is logical. I want the child no longer in my hands. Listen. You will have a child who actually isn't going to be that much of a problem. Mainly people who are wild descendants of the Royal Japanese Empire. They have maids and everyone take care of them. But I actually believe that the parents don't really take that much of a role. Or maybe they do. Which I don't really know that much. But at the same time, I do not want to look after Tio. I don't. I wish I was royalty and left there's no college, but no. My mother forced me to marry a cheapskate. I was a farmer like you. I should have just listened to my father's words on his deathbed.
Cutscene end of story.
Fine. whatever. As you know, I will betray him. Is such the thing that I'm better than this? Never mind. I know it. Tomorrow night, I will go to the Empress. No, I will go to the Coruscant yacht we meet beside the village. I should say, man, I'm so stressed about this. And then I will bring the child forward, and she will handle her instead. Hopefully, she'll put a curse on her, so I no longer have to deal with her and no little crying anymore. Tio, I have a surprise for you. I know you will love surprise it. Tell your father. You'll be very upset about your surprise, of course, okay? Now let's get going, we don't want to be late, okay?
Okay. Okay.
And Sadia, to be more polite. How are you? Anyway. Something for Tia, my daughter. Do you mind hitting us to the lovely place by chance?
I would definitely help you both. No problem. Follow me. Doing with dear friend.
Well, since me and your father do not look after you, I don't know how to say this. I don't look after you, dear, okay? From now on, you will live in that clinic, and she will handle you, not me.
Joking, right? You're joking. I can do better. Please. Please.
Why would I look after you? There'll be some time anyway. As promised. So, since you are also a sorcerer, you will be doing something to her, right? I need my husband to not know what happened to her. So for now, I will adopt a child or bear one my own. I do not want to bear stink. My own daughter. I don't want to clear that, but thank you.
I mean, wouldn't want to look after a child. I am my own daughter on my own, so sure, I guess. Long after Tio was adopted, something happened a very...
I don't like it. I want to leave.
You're in hell, but we haven't died. I just want to make sure I get this deal over with, so that I can get the money and all that to my let of the horse, so that you can finally get out of my hair.
No way.
Anyway, I will be taking instead of your soul, which you do, which I ended up sympathetic for, but for your emotions, as each one in the heart to get rid of the money, Well, that's a valuable deal.
Is tears? No. I can't feel anything at all.
Life. You feel nothing until you meet a person who makes you happiness. No matter how much it kills you, you will do anything for that man. And your generation will follow the same pursuit unless your husband puts a curse on you. And your generation continues forward like that.
She got raised by, well, one of the Basu sisters' aunts. Her name was Makima Basu. Unlike her sister, who flirted with humans, and he does the same, he started to look after Tio when no one else would in the village, mainly to raise her as a killing machine. Tio was her full name. She mother changed, or Kiya Tio. For short, even though her name was pretty long. Tio was no longer meant dark or evil. It meant something more sinister. Even throughout the storytelling, you'll see something much darker. Thanks to her mother's teaching, she started to kill other people in the village as she deemed as a threat. In those that her mother asked to be killed, she did as well. She taught her a lot of how to use weapons. She sometimes thinks that maybe, just maybe, her own mother is pairing her with somebody that she will one day meet.